Hello and welcome back to another video review. Today we'll be taking a look at the brand new Speed Champions NASCAR Next Gen Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. Quite a mouthful, but very beautiful car we're looking at here today. For the box here we got 9+, set number 76935, the name of the vehicle, and 328 pieces. You can see there is a ton of stickers on this set, and we'll take a look at the sticker sheet here shortly. But it is quite a nice car, and I'm glad we're looking at this because it's the new two sets that came out for the Speed Champions. It's kind of a callback to those last two vehicles we got with the Ferrari F40 and the blue NASCAR Camaro. So hopefully, anyway, that's pretty cool. Rest of the box here, we have NASCAR at the top corner and Chevrolet down there at the bottom. Looking up at the top, we have the Camaro at a side view, along with the rim right there, the tire. Also, something interesting, which we will look at when we actually have the set, is it is at a slight angle, which is really, really cool. Side of the box here, we have the sort of special sticker to know that this is a real sort of license, and then another view of the car along with the back of the box, which looks at the back of the vehicle and the sort of NASCAR circle racing, whatever. We got Speed Champions along the side, and we got two other what looks like to be Camaros in different colors. On the side here we have the Chevrolet along with what the vehicle actually looks like. This is an orange one with no stickering, which looks really nice, I gotta say. It is quite different than like a regular Camaro, as this is built for just NASCAR. And then we have a excuse the open box. Then we have the opening, what looks like in the inside of the actual vehicle, which is quite a bit of detail, I gotta say. So without further ado, let us look at the actual set, and we'll be right back. Just before jumping into the actual set, just wanted to take a quick look at the actual sticker sheet. You can see there is an absolute ton, and there's a second sticker sheet for the vehicle. If that's not your forte, then I am sorry, because there are a ton. Also looking at the little extra pieces here, got quite a bit. There is a little smaller pieces in the set, which I do think is interesting. And we do have a hair piece because you get hair plus the helmet, and we'll look at the figure as well. Most notable would be like this little piece here is printed. It's used for like a little control panel inside the car, I believe. Other than that, everything else is pretty standard. And here we have the Next Gen Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 out and built in its glory. And I gotta say, this is a very nice entry into the Speed Champion line. As we look around the body of the car, we can notice there is a ton of stickers, as we saw with the sticker sheet. A lot of the details actually come from the stickers. Backlights, the Camaro symbol there, the ZL1 along with the NASCAR there at the back. The sides here are the same on both sides. NASCAR Cup Series, the 94 number, along with some, I assume, sponsors, along with a bunch more flames. Looking at the front of the vehicle, this is where there is actually a couple prints, which is nice. You can see here at the front that Chevrolet symbol there is actually printed, which is nice, along with the side, not the side, but the actual lights are printed as well. So that is nice, as those would have been kind of annoying to actually put on. Everything else is a sticker though, and we see on the other side it is the same as the other side that we took a look at, the 94. I do recommend that you kind of put these specific stickers kind of close together, as it does kind of continue the print. It goes from kind of a black to this dotted black dots there, along with the 94 as well. I think I messed up on this side, and there's a little bit of a gappage right there. So if you want to kind of keep that detail going, you have to kind of keep it close. Looking at the top, we have the 94 with more printing, or not printing, but more dots, I should say. The Chevrolet Camaro, and then there is the Cup Series here, Went with sort of a more faded thing again, try to keep these close to the blue part as possible, just to kind of keep that detail going. I did actually forget there is one more print, which is this really nice sort of American like circle piece here. It's in this really cool like metallic silver, which is nice, and it just adds a lot of detail to it, which is pretty cool. Another notable thing would be these interesting sort of pattern that we have up here. As you probably noticed, there is not a ton of studs, which is really cool, and it adds to that aerodynamic kind of look. But there is kind of an interesting pattern going on at the front with these different tile pieces, which is really interesting. So the only couple studs that I really noticed would be like these studs at the back, and then the studs kind of here, which is cool. This is what it looks like on the underside, which is pretty, I know you do some snot techniques here, which is really interesting, how they ended up going through with that, and it helps build the actual top section as well. There was a lot of really interesting sort of techniques going on, so I do like that a lot. But just taking a look inside the actual car itself, there is a little bit of an interesting thing going on here. As it is a NASCAR car, you can see that it is only one seater. The other side is more for like the bars that keep the person sort of safe. Just moving those out of the way so we can kind of see. There does seem to be some kind of like emergency sort of brake system or something going on there. This is this interesting red button there. And we have our steering wheel. There's a stick shift right there. And there is this sort of, as I mentioned earlier, there's a printed sort of tile piece inside, I assume for the like button controls. Up here, this is a sticker, kind of your entertainment system. I'm assuming sort of like speed and any other sort of diagnostics that they need during the race. The seat is really cool. It's kind of brick built up. You can see there's two sort of arm rests to keep the figure inside. Speaking of the figure, we can actually put that inside. And there we go. That's what he looks like inside. We can put the top on just to see that. It is quite dark, so you won't likely see him. You can see it from the side right there. But he does sort of fit that aesthetic of the really nice, interesting sort of orange, purple, blue, really interesting sort of color scheme. I'm not sure if it is based on like a specific car, as I don't really follow the NASCAR like series. But we do have our little driver here, and he has this really cute sort of NASCAR little jacket on. He's got the Chevrolet logo on the top corner. Really nice, sort of keeping that dotting that the vehicle has, with the sort of grayish dots to the purple dots. The blue is also really nice, kind of going to the sleeves as well. Looking at the back there, he has the purple dots on the white, which looks really nice, with sort of blue going through as well. And taking off his helmet, I think he only has one face. Yeah, just one face, but nothing too crazy, which is, you know, fits the bill. The main attraction is obviously the vehicle itself, with a nice sort of side piece as the character. Of course, with every Speed Champion set, they come with a wrench, which is now on the floor. One other thing I wanted to point out is the actual like spoiler itself, which is in this really interesting like clear pieces, which is cool. And we see like very cool pieces like curvature going on. It's interesting because like you kind of build it up in behind the this section here and fold it over, which is cool. Also looking at the sort of piecing there, which is also really cool. And try to get it so we can see it is at a slight angle. It's hard to tell from here. It's easier to tell on the box. But when you're looking at it in person and you actually build the vehicle, this wheel here is actually built situated lower than this wheel here. So it gives it a slight slope, which is really cool, and adds to that sort of aerodynamic, sort of really nice feel. And of course, it rolls really nice. It's all sort of Speed Champion vehicles do. Just taking a quick look at some comparisons before we pop on to the end of the video. We have the Lamborghini Countach and the Corvette 2-pack we got a while ago. I kind of picked this because it is another Chevrolet vehicle, along with being a sort of a racing vehicle as well. It's got that number 4 on it, so you can kind of see them all side by side. Very cool, very, very cool. I do like the actual coloring, as it is very colorful compared to a lot of the vehicles. But with it, there is a ton of stickers too, so looking at it all together, it does look quite nice. But yeah, let's move on to final thoughts. One thing I did forget to look at just before we go into final thoughts is the actual instruction booklet. Here we have the Camaro there on the white background. Nothing too crazy. There is a lot of really interesting piecing going on with the actual like curvature and stuff. But other than that, it's just your standard booklet. So yeah. Moving on to final thoughts, I do have to say the brand new Chevrolet Camaro that we have, I do plan on looking obviously at the F40 as well. I would have liked to have had the other sort of the Camaro, either the blue one, the NASCAR blue one. I do have it, I don't know where it is, but I feel like that would have been pretty cool to look at, sort of one of the last sort of vehicles before they moved into the wider bodies. And I do gotta say, I like that they did move on to the bigger cars, as it does add a lot more detail to them. You can do a lot more with them, and obviously with this, it looks way better than that blue one did. Obviously there's a ton of stickers, but that comes with the bill, which I don't mind. There's a lot of interesting detail, and I do like the flames going through. Coloring is great. Box set is awesome. Overall, very, very good entry into the series here. Though I do recommend this vehicle if you are into NASCAR or into collecting any of the Speed Champion cars, as this is a very good entry into that. And yeah, without further ado, I'll see you all in the next video.